Hi, my name is Jeremy. This is Red Means Recording, and this is the Mod Duo X, a effect pedal / generator pedal from Mod Devices. This is the third video in a series, and today we're going to go over its generator capabilities, its abilities to patch and play internal synthesizers as its own standalone device. You use the computer to patch this thing, to make your patches, and then when you unplug it, all your pedal boards, which can include generator pedal boards, are saved within it, and you can go on the go with it. One of the really cool things about this is the fact that it has USB ports on the back. And right here, I have a USB-capable MIDI controller. I'm going to show you something kind of magical. I have a synth patch loaded up on here, one of the stock ones, and I'm going to take this key step and plug it directly into the Mod Duo. Guess what? I didn't have to do anything. It just recognized this as a USB MIDI controller input, and now I can play the synth that is programmed into it. I have some controls over the synth, which you can patch. I'll show that in a bit. That's just wonderful, isn't it? Let's load another one of the pre-built synths. Dual acid machine with delay. Let's see what this one is. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Cool. A piano. It's like I have a bunch of controls over things like release, depth, frequency of the chorus, which you can turn on and off. I can switch between a piano and an E-piano. This is a cool patch. I think this is a really cool patch. Over here we have our delay section. It's like only one page of the pagination is set up. So if I wanted to, I could set up like this E piano over here. I'll set up a snapshot for that. And then let's say I wanted to make that over here with no... Beautiful. So I'll make that over here. Now I have a electric piano with a nice wash on it. And over here I have a piano. Forgive me. That was just an example. So anyways, you've now seen what this thing can do, just sort of sitting here with some presets. Let's dive into patching our own generator real quick, because that's where the fun is. So I'm going to plug a USB cable into here, and it's going to pull up the Chrome browser patching thing over here on my computer. So let's do that. Okay, so let's take a look at what this current patch that we have looks like. We have two piano generators. In case you didn't watch the other video, down here you have the ability to add devices by dragging them into the browser here. So we have the E-piano up here, and we have the regular piano down here. And you can see that this blue cable here, which is our MIDI in, is attached to each one of these. So I'm getting MIDI from the key step, which is right here, and it's sending it both of these pianos. We have it going into a stereo gain thing here, and a crossfader, which is assigned to this over here. You can see how that is moving. So that's our blend between electric piano and piano. You can see that we have our piano going into one side of the stereo crossfade, and we have the electric piano going into the second. Then we're going into a chorus flanger, which has some controls set up over here. You can see that this is set up to bypass with this little button right here. We have this duck stereo delay here, which is bypassed and right here with this button. I believe that these knobs here are, let me zoom in on this by double clicking on it. These knobs are controlling some of the controls for that duck delay. From that, we're going into our main stereo output, and we're also going into, it looks like, a room and another stereo gain thing, which are controlled by some of the things here. You can see that reverb is moving there, and that's wonderful. That's a pretty neat patch. Let's make our own. First, let me show you a patch that I made before. I'm going to go into my pedal boards library, and I'm going to go into RMR synth. So let's walk through this patch. It's kind of complex. Because this is set up to just all work within the pedal itself, I don't have anything coming from the MIDI input. All of this is being generated by this sequencer right here. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this and take a look at the sequencer. This is a step sequencer. I'll turn on. This is sending to a bunch of different stuff, which is why there are multiple MIDI things coming off of this. So this sequencer is sending to this synth right here. So full-on synthesizer within the context of this thing. And I have some knobs set to control the volumes of multiple oscillators, including the sub, which you can see right there, the cutoff, which you can see down there, and some envelope controls. That bass that you're hearing, which I just turned off, is being fed by the same sequence, and it's down here. Nice little acid bass generator thing. If I go to my second page of controls over here, I've set the cutoff knob to this bass right here. So you get that kind of control. Everything can be assigned to a knob, which is really cool. The kick, which I just turned back on. Kick's an interesting beast. Let me turn the cutoff of this all the way down. Okay, so the kick here, there's this MDA beatbox, which takes an audio in, and depending on the threshold set, will trigger various samples. So what I have is this click generator here, which is synced to the tempo. You can hear it right now, plus reverb. And it's triggering this kick drum in this beatbox here. So this input could be your actual hardware input if you wanted to. You could like beatbox into this thing literally with your mouth or something like that, which is kind of cool. That's going into a compressor and a reverb. Blump, 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 blump. It has its own gain control, which you can hear there. See that gain sweeping over there? And then our synths are going through a variety of pitch shifters and delays. That's pretty cool. Let's make our own. All right, I just hit new pedal board. We have a fresh new pedal board here. We do not need any of this because we're not using our hardware inputs. We're just going to set up a simple playable thing. I want the JX10. I'm going to put a link up on screen and in the video description to show you now where you can browse all of the generators and other plugins that are available via the patch store, the patch library, which is here. Lots of stuff. All right, so we just attached our MIDI input to a JX10. Now, I talked about this in a previous video. If you zoom in on this, you're like, what? This is nothing. This is envelope controls and filter and resonance. But click a button and you get access to a lot more controls. You also get access to presets, which you can save. Here we got a little bit of clipping. So what I would want to do is turn down the volume using the pre-mapped knob here. So that's the synthesizer. I can adjust various things, and let's see. Let's go ahead and assign some things. So we got cutoff frequency, always a good thing to have control over. VCF frequency, I assigned it to knob 1. We're going to say low sensitivity so we can have more steps. Actually, VCF envelope would be kind of cool to have. So let's go ahead and assign that to knob 2. VCO resonance, great. So save that. That's pretty nice. That's pretty damn nice. Okay, you know what would make this even nicer is a nice chorus. So let's go ahead and grab a chorus. Patch the audio output of the JX10 into here and patch that there. Let's take a listen to how that sounds and adjust as necessary. That's off. Let's turn it on. I say that's a marked improvement. I'm not going to even mess with any of these settings. Let's say we wanted to stack this. Let's go ahead and go back to generators. Let's grab the DX10, which is a FM synth, and we're going to go ahead and grab our MIDI thing, split it into that. Utility, stereo crossfade. We're going to pull the JX10 input into there. We're going to pull the DX10 into here, and then we'll set our output here. So we're going to mess with signal AB. We're going to assign this to endless knob 1. Advanced signal AB sounds great. Doomp, doomp. Okay, now we should be able to crossfade between the JX10 and the DX10. Now what I want to do is make this reverby. So I'm going to go into my reverbs. I'm going to grab my shimmer reverb, and I don't want to hear anyone talking shit about me using shimmer on everything like they did last time. I will cut a bitch for talking about my shimmer. So that's cool. I have a MIDI input I can play. Let's take this to the next step. First, I'm going to save it. I'm going to say RMR synth wave love. Great. Okay, so we're going to add a drum that I can play along with. So let's go into our generators and see what we have for drums. Yeah, we want Black Pearl 5. Let's see if this works. So we're just going to hang this out here. So let's go into our MIDI utility. Let's find a sequencer. And then zoom into our sequencer down here. And that's fantastic. We need to put some notes in here. I'm going to try randomizing the velocity of this to give it a bit more human sort of feel. So how could we add a bass line? So that's how you can patch generators, both stuff that you can play from a MIDI input and also stuff from internal sequencers. And you can see that you can create little performance jams. If I wanted to, I could also process that microphone input with its own chain of effects and have a little synthwave station here, if you know, or a performance station, whatever. I could play like piano and sing along with it if I wanted to. Anyways, that is the Mod Duo X. This has been generators. Just to be clear, I can unplug this. I can now take this anywhere without a computer. Screw this computer. I don't need a computer. Guess what? Still works. Pretty neat, right? I mean, I think so. Go check out the other two videos if you haven't seen them, the overview video and the patching effects video. And yeah, My name is Jeremy. This is Red Me's Recording. I hope you've enjoyed the demo of the Mod Duo X, and I hope you have a wonderful day.